Good morning. It's snowing outside here in Middle Tennessee, and we are expecting a lot of snow. Did the snow come when we thought it was going to? No, because I woke up at 5 this morning and there's no snow on the ground. And they had said that it was going to snow at 3 a.m. So I woke up expecting snow, and there is no snow. By the way, welcome to another episode of the Good News Sunday Show. My name is Sonia McCullough Lockridge, and I am your host, and I joy to come to you in this fashion. Now, I'm coming to you today to talk to you about my lack of a tooth. I'm missing a tooth. I'm missing a whole tooth. You can see when I smile that I'm missing a whole tooth. Now, on New Year's Eve, I had the privilege of doing a photo shoot with my daughter, and I was thinking about the photo shoot and how I didn't want to digitally replace my tooth in all of my photos. So I saw here on YouTube where I could get a fake tooth, a false tooth at Amazon for, I don't know, like $20. But I didn't have a chance to do that before the photo shoot. So if you see New Year's Eve photos of me on the internet, they have that tooth digitally put in the photo. You're not going to see pictures of me. Most of the pictures of me that you see on the internet have the fake. I dummy in a tooth. I'm really good at Photoshop or PicMonkey or whatever graphic design application that I deem to use. I can replace my tooth digitally, and if you see a picture of me, you would assume that I had a full set of teeth, which I don't, as you can see. But this fake tooth that I was going to purchase, and I will buy it for the next photo shoot. I will buy the fake tooth for less than $20. I mean, why not? Who wants to walk around with the fake tooth? And I've been asking my husband for a while now, how long are Black women, African American women, going to linger in the false hair? How long are we going to wear false hair? All of my hair is real, thank the Lord, but I have to struggle a lot to get it to look decent. And I'm not good in the hair game. I'm not good. And the truth of the matter is, in regards to hair, I care very little. But because you like for me to look decent and in order, I do my hair for you. So, fake tooth, fake hair, I personally don't assign to the fake eyebrow culture, but it exists. And I personally don't assign to the fake eyelash culture, but it exists. Nor do I assign to the Botox lips. Nor do I assign to the fake nail culture. Nor do I assign to the fake bottom culture. And because I have a little bit of a pooch, I've been thinking about, sewing a Bella and getting, a slim down. But I don't know how much that would cost. It probably would cost a lot. And a fake bottom, I don't assign to that either. So, if I had to get some false kneecaps to continue to walk, I would most definitely do that. Okay? Do you see where I'm going here? So, in our AI, artificial intelligence, livelihood, the problem with artificial intelligence is within the equation. That's what I attest to. Like there's a problem with artificial intelligence, and it's mostly because it's artificial. It's artificial intelligence. So I was thinking about all of this morning as I listen intently to everything folks have said for the last 10 days in regards to our culture and in regards to the crisis that have been placed upon us as a culture in the last 10 days. So, on January 1st, or New Year's Eve, actually, some folks in New Orleans ascribed to false security in the streets. And they assumed that they would be safe in the streets of New Orleans. And unfortunately, many perish because of the lack of safety. Many perish because of the assumption that Bourbon Street, of all places, I've been there, of all places, would be safe and secure for them on New Year's Eve. And I'm sad to say that we know now that many lives perished on the streets of New Orleans on or about the first day of 2025. So I have a word and a warning. A word and a warning. The false security that folks assigned to on Bourbon Street in New Orleans on New Year's Eve. False security. Just the assumption that they would be safe on the streets of New Orleans on New Year's Eve. Now, I've also been to Times Square. These are not safe places, y'all. These are not safe places for the person or the temple of a person. These are just not safe places, period. So, there's that false sense of security. False sense of security. Now, this morning, I was listening intently, as I have been for the last several days, and I keep hearing about these fire hydrants, which folks assumed were full of water. And there is much surprise in the city of fake and false. There is much surprise in the city, in the community, in the culture of fake and false. There is surprise that the hydrants were fake as well. Now, there's we are so steeped in this false security, in these fake realities, that this is where we live on day 10 of 2025. I also noticed in the text today, because many times in the text, the word "be not dismayed" is in the text over and over and over again. Be not dismayed. How is it we are dismayed at these false hydrants in the culture where falsehood emanates from? How are we dismayed in the culture where falseness is prescribed? How are we not dismayed that these hydrants are empty, that these hydrants are false? So, in the text, the word dismay is used some 30 times. So, Joshua says, in the book of Joshua 1:9, it reads, "Be strong and of a good courage. Be not afraid. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed, for the Lord thy God is with thee wherever thou goest. And the Lord said unto Joshua, fear not, neither be dismayed. We ought not be dismayed at the false security in our country, not just in Los Angeles, not just in Las Vegas, not just in New Orleans, but in our entire culture. For you're sitting there right now, and if I had a false tooth, you would think that I had a full set. And that be not the truth. Exodus 20:16 reads, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Exodus 23:1 reads, thou shalt not raise a false report, put not thy hand with the wicked, to be an unrighteous witness. Exodus 23:7 reads, keep thee far from a false matter, and the innocent and the righteous slay not, for I will not justify the wicked. The culture of false is wicked to the Lord. And that is where this entire country lives. We live in a place of false reality. Everything we see and almost everything, even the things we touch, are false. For when I put the false tooth in my mouth, it is false. It is fake. It is not a tooth. But I'm going to trust it, and I'm going to depend on it to stay where I poke it while I eat, while I drink, while I sleep. Likely, I could potentially choke to death on a false tooth. I hope and pray that doesn't happen, okay? But potentially, I could choke on a false tooth. So, let's be not dismayed, because we have produced, and we have procured, and we have participated, and we continue to participate this culture of false, this culture of fake, this culture of fraud. This is where we live. This is where we are. This is what we have ascribed to. But the good news is, there was one that walked the earth that currently sits beside the Lord, and his name is Jesus. There was no falseness in him. There was no fakeness in him. There was no desire to present himself as anything other than what he is and what he was. And we have the ability to turn to him on this very day for security, for the real and utter security that we need and desire on this side of eternity. We have the ability to turn to Jesus today, realizing all security is in him. For we know not the hour nor the day when we too will perish, but we know that we are all born to die. We're not getting out of here alive. Not a single one of us. Not a rich one of us. Not a poor one of us. Not a in the middle one of us. We are not going to leave this place living. So it's time to set our business straight with the one and only Jesus. For he and he alone is the only real security that we have. This is Sonia signing out for the Good News Sunday Show. I hope and pray that you have a blessed day in the Lord. Thank you.